everybody else think, man? What y'all think, man? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Aaron with the $2 says, cousin, you sound delusional about women delusion. AP with the $5 says, Sherelle, I appreciate your perspective, but you can't expect you from other people. Salute, Hamp in the panel. AP was goody. And Honor with the $5 was good. He says, yes, clown Shannon Sharp, because he retired a 20-year-old white OnlyFans model before he retired himself and his kids. He's a mess. What y'all think, man? Jalen, let's start from the top. We'll end at in the corner with Rebecca, man. What's your thoughts?
Most women are not victims. I think if we acknowledge that we have autonomy, we have to also take the accountability that comes with it. It's 100% your choice if you want to have sex with someone. Minus the select few that may not get that choice. Most of us get that choice. You choose whether you want to have sex with him. If you don't want to have sex with him, he may not want to deal with you. You should be totally fine with that. If your standard is you don't want to have sex with somebody, you should be totally fine with him dipping. If you choose to have sex with him and gamble with the fact that he may or may not want to be in a relationship with you afterwards, that's an example of autonomy. That's a choice you made, knowing the implications of it. And a lot of us, when we get slotted, we start asking our friends, what does this mean if he just only calls me at 3 a.m. or he only wants to see me at night? And a lot of our homeboys be telling us the truth. He don't fuck with you like that. Or what do some do? They decide to still go anyway and fuck them, hoping that they still gonna be on the, top end of the circumstance, what they want to happen. Usually doesn't end that way. Are you a victim in that? No. Because people told you. You recognize the signs because you started asking questions. So autonomy is pretty easy to understand. The concept is you have full control over your decisions in your life. So if women want autonomy, you got to take the accountability with it.
That makes sense. Go ahead, y'all. Tay.
I don't want none of that. I need somebody making decisions for me because sometimes, I make some bad ones. But I just Sherelle said a lot. But what I'll take from that is we do need to keep our legs closed as a whole. Because it's really gotten bad. I think that if we're gonna look at ourselves in some type of valuable light, we need to uphold ourselves and our actions need to mirror that. And one action is to not be sharing our bodies with everybody that we come in contact with. To just, really being more selective. If you're not gonna shut it down all the way, just at least be more selective because what happens is we're not men, we're different from men, and when we do that or try to act like men in that manner, then that affects us differently. So I will say that, and yeah, we got to do better. But I'm gonna leave it at that because it was a lot.
Okay, so those are some pretty shorter responses. Sherelle can remember if she had a rebuttal for either one. Let me get Callie. Callie, what's popping?
Hey, I haven't been watching. I'm trying to catch up right now, so you can go on ahead and go on the tiff for real.
All right, Tiff was goody.
Um, a lot was said. I do think the mantra "don't sleep with them." Like I'm at a point to where it's like marry before you carry. Marry like if it's as vicious as they say it is outside, you probably need to have a strong commitment before you ever sleep with anybody. Now, when I say strong, like marriage strong. And if that's not what that person wants, I think you can probably alleviate a bunch of issues. I think if a lot of more women dated for marriage, we may not have some of the issues that we have. Because at some point, you would opt out of the foolishness, or men would behave a little bit different.
What behavior do you think would change?
I think more people would get married.
You think men would get married if women stop having sex?
Mm-hmm.
Or you think they would just deal with the women that are having sex?
A little bit of both.
What do you think? What's more likely?
It's likely that they would be dealing with the woman that's having sex, but she would be aware that that's all she's being used for, versus people that may be believing that they're getting a dream sold to them, that the transaction is not just having sex for sex sake, like they're having transactional intimacy to try to like rope a person or connect the relationship, the whole, well, what are we, versus you should know where it's going before y'all are intimate.
Okay, so what about the disposition change?
What do you mean?
I didn't ask Jalen or Tay, but like, what about the disposition change? Like, be careful being cooperative, be careful showing, too much vulnerability in the femininity and such because of what could possibly happen.
I don't think that's a thing. If you're feminine and polite and soft, like that's just who you are. And I also think like, why would you wait to be a companion to show those kind of traits? Like you are going to miss out because there are some men that they only want that. I don't understand how you show up any other way.
What you mean? Like a woman?
No, meaning if that's who you are, that's who you are. And if you kind of put no barriers, eventually, I think y'all figure it out. I think men are smart enough to kind of understand, like, this is not who she is.
What woman shows up one way all the time? There we go. Let's not do it. We already had this conversation. We already had this convo, remember? The women that show up unbecoming are sitting here right now. The women that show up feminine are sitting here right now. We just gotta be honest. Right? We all, since we're talking about the women specifically, y'all can go off. I know we could find that this might be risky clip where they would say it's not feminine. That was poor behavior, right? Some more than others, right? And just in terms of, and it's more about opportunities, and then we can find clips where you guys appear feminine and all that. So, I mean, what does that really even mean? Like, if she's that, she gonna be that. What does that mean? I think we shoot ourselves in the foot. Because as soon as you show the other side, niggas told you. When the truth is, that's been there. Hence ghost work and all that other shit.
Shadow work?
I mean, shadow work.
Okay.
David was doing shadow work, okay?
David. I ain't fucking with David right now. What you think, Rebecca?
I think when it comes to whatever we do as women, we got to be more intentional. I think we focused a lot on the men and how they move and what they're thinking and how they act. If we actually just think about those things and notice those things, then we would move differently. Because like Jalen said, we're not victims. Our delusion is not a mental illness. Our delusion is a lack of self-awareness. So that's just how I look at it. And that's why I can say we, because I'm definitely a part of any other woman characteristics. Like, so that's just how I see it. I think we need to be more intentional with what we do, whether it's having sex, not having sex, understanding what's going to come with that, and what are our goals with men. Do we want to get married? Do we not want to get married? what do we want? And then our actions should follow. It shouldn't stop our femininity. We shouldn't be masculine when approaching men or trying to talk to men because it's not something that they want. So if you want a man, why try to be masculine? I just think we need to be more intentional.
What you think, Sherelle?
I mean, I agree with all of the solutions. I don't have an issue with solutions. I don't think it was just addressed treating people how you want to be treated. It's women are gonna have to be held accountable. The results are holding you accountable. Okay, I can trust him. If he chooses, if I use my autonomy to trust him and he does me wrong, the accountability doesn't come up off him either. Because that's what you have to do. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be trusting, right? You're going into that. So you're the only person to blame and they're not. Somebody steals your car. Oh, well, you shouldn't have been in this neighborhood. Somebody do you dirty. You're supposed to trust them. That's what they say. Trust men, be vulnerable, be safe with them. And then when they do you wrong, it's your fault. You pick wrong. That's going to be the story every time. So that's just the clear point of what I'm trying to make is that women can love you, be kind to you, be cooperative, be nice, have your kids, do all the things on the paper, still not be enough for you. And she can drive herself crazy. And we had men say this on the panel, on this particular panel. Not you. I'm saying like up here on TNBR.
Yeah,
say, you know, my wife wasn't doing nothing wrong. She questioning herself how she could be a better wife. I'm just me. So when are women going to be able to wake up and see that sometimes it's just him? Sometimes you're just not it. You're working on trying to be better. You need to worry about finding your own value. Why are you overplaying your part? Because I don't see a bunch of just horrible women in the earth. I don't. I see a lot of women over loving, over trusting, over giving, and not getting anything in return for it. Anything. All the love in the world. And then when men say, we know we have these women in our back pockets. We know these women love us. We know they do good. We know she'll ride or die. But she ain't that 9. And she ain't that 8. And she ain't as pretty as this other girl. And guess what? This other girl ain't got to meet half the requirements. This other girl ain't got to respect him. This other girl ain't got to be cooperative with him. This other girl ain't got to do nothing that you're doing. She don't got to meet none of your standards, and he going to give her the world. And he had the world in his back pocket, but he had you in the other back pocket, and y'all wouldn't to meet. But he'll give somebody who treats him worse because she looks better the whole fucking world that you sat there and waited on. I see that story a lot. Yeah, I know she a good girl. Yeah, I know she a ride or die. Yeah, I know she got my back. And it gets, hey, she ain't that. You see that over there? You see that ass? That ass though.
Women never blame themselves though. They always blame the men. They always hence niggas ain't shit.
Niggas don't be shit.
You know what I'm saying? That women don't blame themselves. Ever.
I've seen it.
Ain't it the song called Bees Ain't Nothing But Blank and Blank? Like,
that means what are you saying that to say what exactly?
That men blaming.
I don't think either party can necessarily be accountable. I don't think it's just a woman thing.
What do you think about the women?
What do you mean? In reference to what?
You're saying that women don't, but I'm saying based on what Relly said, I'm just saying women don't blame themselves.
I don't think that's a true statement. I think women can hold accountability and understand.
But they don't.
I don't think that's a 100% true statement.
What do you mean? You think it's not all women? I agree.
No,
but it's most women. So now what? It's a broadcast.
I think the majority of women are not accountable.
You think the majority of women are accountable? You think the majority of women are not accountable? What I'm asking is, what did you just say? Not what you're thinking about saying now. What did you just say?
I said I don't think that women are not accountable.
Okay, so you say you don't think that women are not accountable.
Yeah, no,
You
I
think that women are accountable.
You can reflect and see your part in things. I think a lot of women can see their part in things.
That's not the only aspect of accountability. There has to be some changed behavior along with the concession that, yeah, I did fuck up. If there's no changed behavior, you're not actually being accountable. You're just performing and saying what people want you to say. Yeah, that's what it is. You're saying what people want you to say without any type of changed behavior. So where's the accountability in that?
No, it's like AA. Every time you go to AA, they literally have them say, I'm an alcoholic. There are some people that change behavior and don't drink anymore. There are other people that is what they are. They're not going to stop drinking. So there are some women that see what they're doing. They are accountable. And from accountability, they have a change behavior.
One second.
Excuse me?
One second. Mr. Polo, you can hear me? Can you wave? Give me the middle finger. Middle finger. All right. What's going on? All right, go ahead, Tiff. I just had to make sure we be getting like different people that be fake people at times. So I'll get you in just a second. Let Tiff just finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm good.
No, you want to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.